live action for you from WSL 2 on this opening weekend. It's been a bright and breezy start to this game between Portsmouth and Durham. A host of new signings playing for both teams. Portsmouth had the early opportunities, forcing Kat Shepherd, debutant Durham keeper, into action. Did then stage a counter-attack led by Molly Lambert. Emma Jones having come close for Portsmouth, so the early signs would suggest we're in for an entertaining game of second-tier football. Sophie Barker and Portsmouth having completed the great escape last season with a remarkable run, but she has been in difficulty at the start of this game. The number 4 received treatment. Now going over the edge of the pitch. Remember, every game live on the WSL YouTube channel. And we do have an early enforced change for Portsmouth. Jessie Gale, new signing, enters the fray. Not the circumstance she would have wanted to come into, with Barker, the experienced midfielder, having to go off. They tried to ensure she could continue, but it's Gale who enters the fray. Jay Sadler, the boss, talked about Gale's pace, directness and energy in getting her on a season loan from Arsenal. She's on loan with Watford last season. England under-19 international. So we've got youthful exuberance coming on for experience there for Portsmouth. Jones has led the line well so far. Apologies for any slight breaking up of the picture from the home of Havant and Waterlooville. Try and address those technical problems for you. It's been a really exciting weekend so far. Big wins for Sunderland and Southampton as well. Portsmouth's fierce rivals. I think a sign of Pompey's improvement, to be honest, comes from how they did against the Saints last season. A heavy defeat, but then they actually managed to get a point against them towards the end of the campaign amid some vital victories to ensure a 9th place finish. And attempting to build something down the left side against the Durham side, who finished 4th, consistently competing in the upper echelons. And it just adds an extra spice this season to WSL 2, doesn't it? The fact that the top 2 will go automatically, and then the 3rd place team will be in a playoff due to the expansion of the top flight from next season. So it's definitely going to make things a lot more interesting, and who knows, Portsmouth will hope, after their first season ended in them staying up, that they can push on and compete in the top half of the division. Fully professional nowadays. And Lucy Johnson, of course, Portsmouth signing plenty of players from Blackburn after the difficulties Blackburn have had. We've got Jemima Dahu in there as well, starting this game. Approaching the quarter hour, it's Primmer trying to play in Johnson. Solid defending, but it's come at the cost of a corner. Pressure applied by Pompey. Primmer taking it short. It's a pretty dangerous looking cross directed towards Nixon. But Durham in the red threads. Coming away through Blake. And then Sarah Wilson, the captain, blasting away. Actually joined the club in 2014, was soon named captain. Crucial cog in there. Well, here's the ball through the middle. Chance for Durham to take the lead here. The new signing gets the shot in. Mariana Speckmeyer, but it's Jess Gray making her first Portsmouth appearance with a vital save there. Speckmeyer, Venezuela international, timed to run well. backed herself to find the net there, but Jess Gray had other ideas. Certainly the Wildcats' best moment so far. Good threaded ball into the path of Speckmeyer, normally a sharp shooter. And it's Michaela Foster, who's played with Mariana Speckmeyer for Wellington Phoenix in the past. There she is then, the New Zealand international. Joined last September. Called up to the Olympic squad in 2024 for New Zealand. Here she is for a club, and it's a delightful ball in. Clipped it beautifully. Had her flashes well wide of the target, but that was a quality service provided from the right wing. Sarah Wilson forward from the back. Get the direction she wanted. Jack Woodward talking you through the action. Great to have your company on this Sunday afternoon. Both teams have had opportunities to break the deadlock. Fortunately through an acrobatic effort from Emma Jones. Also a good cross-come shot came in from the left-hand side, dealt with by Shepherd. New goalkeeper for Durham, and the new player between the posts for Portsmouth. Jess Gray has made a very smart stop from Mariana Speckmeyer, hoping Durham women that Speckmeyer can provide the firepower to get them towards the top of the table this season. Blake attempting to hold it up. Good tussle back between Blake and Georgie Freeland, Portsmouth's number 7, who's a local girl. Georgie grew up in Portsmouth, won the title in her first season. Sadly, the Bostons are an unsung hero in the squad. 18th minute, half-time we'll see any action we might have missed. Durham with Tyler Toland conducting that orchestra. Nice bit of distribution. And you can push on down the left. The visitors who made the long journey, and Briggs. Corner ball is the shout, but it doesn't trickle over the perimeter due to the alertness of Gray, who will be very happy to have kept out Mariana Speckmeyer moments ago. Gray, who made 7 appearances for Charlton last season, formerly of the player development pathway of the London City Lionesses, who are now the WSL 1 team. They lost to Arsenal yesterday after taking the lead. So much to look forward to this season at all levels of women's football, given a huge boost again by brilliance of the Lionesses in the summer, obtaining that European trophy. Lots of enthusiasm and optimism, hope that comes with opening day. Produced an act of escapology of which Harry Houdini, Steve McQueen would be proud last season, and here they are trying to cause problems. The freshness of the substitute, Jessie Gale, and she's won a team a corner. She had no right to win that, really. That was quality hassling and harrying from Jessie. It's going to be Georgie Freeland, local girl. Was a vital player last season. Opening weekend, here she is. Left wing, right boot. Goes low towards that near post. And Durham trying to bring the ball away. Coming up to the 20-minute mark. Searching centre, but nothing to concern Kat Shepherd this time. Shepherd, who won the Super Cup with Sporting Lisbon, Portugal. Durham leading the possession percentage, and with that possession they have sculpted one golden opportunity. Ball forward for Mariana Spatmeyer, who would love her debut goal. A player who's won the A-League Premier with Melbourne City, got to the Asian Champions League final as well, but wasn't able to take the chance down to the excellence of Jess Young. Well, it's the Durham keeper, Shepherd, who's been fairly busy as well. Briggs, player to sign a new contract. They do seem to have a good blend, Durham, of new signings and also players like Briggs and Heppel, who've signed new deals, long-serving, to provide that continuity and perhaps helping the fresh players settle in. It's been an intriguing first quarter of the contest. No goals so far. Plenty of encouragement from the sidelines and from the supporters who've made the journey. Hats off to anyone who's made the journey from Durham. I'll make it a 750-mile round trip, give or take. Looking to repeat last season's win here. Won by 3, won by 6 at home, Maiden Castle. But this is a different season. And Portsmouth are hoping to build on that surge towards survival. As things happen, they would have stayed up anyway, given the issues with Blackburn. I want to know that though, and they did so well after losing the first 7 games. Durham now hoping for another chance, and the shot into the corner of the net, and they do have the opening goal. It's the visitors who take the lead midway through the first half, and a very smart piece of finishing as well. It was knocked into the back of the net with a minimum of fuss and a maximum of ability. Good pressure applied by Beth Heppel, and Grace Eade pulled the trigger and found the corner, and Durham strike first at Wesley Park. Take a bow, number 16, new signing, Grace Eade. She was unveiled as a new part of the squad at Wharton Park, with views of the cathedral in Durham, showcasing the beauty of the place, and that was a beautiful piece of finishing from Grace. Amazing from her, and Durham delighted to be the deadlock breakers on the south coast. Tough to take for Portsmouth, but Eade delivers the goods. Have to give some credit to the industrious Heppel, longest serving player. She's been a fantastic servant to this football club. She was sowing the seed of doubt, making a nuisance of herself really. It fell for Eade, who slotted it calmly, confidently and classily past Jess Gray, who did make a good save from Spatmeyer a few minutes before that, but not able to keep that one out. It was the home side really who created the first openings. Jones with the second of those. Spatmeyer, Eade sniffing around, wanted another one, but Jess Gray got there first. Gray kept out Spatmeyer but couldn't get close. Such was the accuracy, precision of that finish from Grace Eve. Still a teenager, England under 19. It's amazing to think, actually, from Grace Eve, the goal scorer. At that age, she's actually made over 60 second-tier appearances, Sunderland. So she knows about this level of football. Remember, 4th place finish last season. They're actually, for a while, in contention for top spot. Fell away a bit, but they hit the ground running last term and they want to do so again. With Wilson on the ball, the captain. Any opening day nerves will be settled for sure with that goal. Happel getting involved in the build-up. They want another. They've got a spring in the step here now for the visiting outfit. They want to make that long journey home on the back of getting 3 points. Good work from Hannah Blake, the number 10. Another Kiwi. She actually made a New Zealand debut for the Football Ferns, age 17. Born in London, grew up in New Zealand, went to the USA in 2019, so she's been all over. Important player. The Wildcats deep inside Pompey territory. Feel they're good value for the league, but Portsmouth have shown enough to suggest they're still right in this one, and here they come. Ray Sadler's team being encouraged forward. Jazz Bull, the captain, striding with purpose. And Primmer, who scored against Pompey last season for Blackburn. Played on final day. And lost that game. Jazz Bull, loan second half last season, named permanently in July and now named captain. But that's through for Cat Shepherd. Had success in her career so far, hoping to do the same with Durham. She knows if she can keep a clean sheet, her team will be on course for 3 points. Next up for Durham, Charlton at home next Sunday before tasting North East derby against Sunderland in a couple of weeks. Sunderland, who began with a big performance of 4 goals. Sheffield United on Friday night. Here they come again with Wilson, so good at carrying the ball forward from the back. Shepherd alert for Lauren Briggs. Pinging the ball around Wesley Park. Tyler Toland. Over goes Grace out to try and get a foot to the ball, but foul committed. It will be a set-piece opportunity for the home team. Perhaps a chance to get some of the cavalry forward from the back here. And right on cue, Hannah Cohn will go up alongside 1 or 2 others. Approaching the half-hour mark then. Portsmouth looking for the leveller. Commanding, authoritative. Cat Shepherd pouches that one without any trouble whatsoever. combative in the centre. Just looking to get into some rhythm, build up ahead of steam. Portsmouth, who was a momentous campaign last year, really. Their first as a second-tier club. They won 3 of their last 6, including a 4-0 against Blackburn on final day at Fratton Park, that was. Lost one of the last 6 games, having suffered defeat in the first 7. First goal against Sheffield United in a draw, and then they pushed on from there. Lily Dent with that one. Third of the way in, they find themselves in arrears. In their League Cup group, they have Southampton, should be an interesting one. Charlton and Brighton and West Ham from the WSL. Durham with Liverpool, Sheffield United and Sunderland in their section. Here in WSL too, you always want to get a good result if you can in the first round of fixtures, and it's Durham in the box seat thanks to Grace Eads' immaculate finish midway through the first 45. Jones. Nicely worked this. Angelina Nixon takes up the play. On the overlap is Bull. Didn't get to her though. Batter from the team in blue. Adam Furness, the Durham boss, in his second season in full charge. He was actually in interim control at the end of the 2023-2024 season. Briggs never lets the team down. Lauren Briggs, the number 3. Came to Durham as a youth player. And back to the club. Briggs again. The goal scorer. Tries to pass this time. There was a foul on her. Eid is having a terrific afternoon so far. She's won a team a set piece. I'm sure they've worked on these in training, the build up to the game. Got up the sleeve here. There's a few players over it. Foster, Briggs, and Heppel. Have a look at that challenge on Eid. Can't be too many complaints there. Well, I think it's going to be Heppel, although Foster is a contender. Heppel. Fantastic player for Durham over the years, fully deserving her new contracts. Will it be the right of Heppel or the left of Foster? It is the latter. Got a bit of curve on the ball, didn't she, towards Speckmeyer. And now Lambert takes up the play. It collected well by the Pompey keeper. I think the whistle had been blown anyway. Jess Gray, formerly of Billericay Town, London City Lionesses in Charlton. Now very much Pompey's number 1. Linking up with Greta Humphreys, another new signing. Jones, well, might have been trying to catch Shepherd off guard there, but it's easily through for the Durham keeper. She was tested in the early part of the game, an effort in from that left side. She was grateful to see an attempt from Jones just to rest the top of the crossbar. Durham, slick and quick. Briggs. And that's an ambitious crossfield ball, if ever there was one. And the shot, well, it was a cross-come shot, wasn't it? Fizzing in. And Hannah Cohn did enough. Hannah Blake applauds the vision and distribution there from the left side. Beautiful piece of control by Blake. Tried to look. Hitting it low. But mopping up was Hannah Cohn. Primer. Just rolls frustratingly into touch into the final 10 of the first 45. Grace Eads' goal for Durham, separating the teams currently. And they love the cushion of a second goal. The away side. Heppel for Lambert. Space here for Eade to exploit. Resilient defensive work. And now a possible counter with Jones being encouraged by the home faithful. It's the substitute, Jessie Gale, rapidly being closed down by Blake. Gale will get the cross in. But collecting that one low is Shepherd. It was better from Portsmouth. She's been a positive influence as Gale down the left since coming on for the injured Sophie Barker. Shepherd did well. Bring you the key moments at half-time if you've missed any of them. Welcome along wherever you're watching this one live on our YouTube channel. Every game this season, part of the expanded coverage as women's football in England goes from strength to strength. Great stuff here by Foster. Lambert with Briggs available. Good first time ball. She went for goal on the volley there, did Heppel. It's into the centre. And Durham have a second goal. And it's a debut goal for the Venezuela international Mariana Speckmaier. They've doubled their advantage. Durham have got better and better as this half has gone on. And a player of Speckmaier's quality wasn't going to miss. Heppel tried a look, in it came, and Speckmaier just helped it into the net, unmarked. And they have the insurance of the second goal in their red threads. Durham are really producing the goods. It's been a confident opening weekend display so far against Portsmouth. Eade with the first, Speckmaier with the second. As a striker on debut, you're just desperate to get a chance like that, aren't you? And she literally couldn't miss. And Durham will be very happy now, sitting pretty. They won't rest on the laurels though, they'll push for more goals. Portsmouth knew this was a tough opening fixture for them as they concede a free kick. So the numbers 16 and 17 with the goals. Grace Eade and Mariana Speckmaier. Michaela Foster. She's enjoyed playing with Mariana in the past. Foster bends the ball in. Heppel on the follow-up. Well, I think there was a little bit of hope from the away away dugout. There might be a penalty there, but Happel certainly didn't have any hope of that. He's given a typically energetic display so far has Happel. He actually scored a stunner against Liverpool in pre-season, did Happel, in a win to get ready for this campaign. Can the home side get one back before the break? Feel-good factor around the club following what they achieved towards the end of last season. And now it's with Lucy Johnson, formerly a Blackburn, now at Portsmouth. It's a good-looking ball. Header just loops favourably for Shepherd. It's an effort on target, but nothing to concern the keeper there. Johnson lifting the ball upfield. She did actually score direct from a corner for the England under-17s in the Euros once, Lucy Johnson, and that was a good free kick. Now it's Dahu for Jones. Can she get the shot away? No, it'll come out for Georgie Freeland. Just snatched at it. She was being closed down and well over the bar from Freeland. I'll take some encouragement from that. Dahu and Jones involved in the build-up. It was Foster who was bearing down on Freeland. There have been plenty of goal-mouth incidents, a few glimpses for the home team, but ruthless from Eade and Speckmeyer for Durham women. Clinical, professional display from them so far. Debut goals from Gracie and Specky, as they're known to their mates and loyal followers. Briggs, Foster, just got coolness about it. It's a good combination, that Foster and Wilson, captain at the back. It's Portsmouth's number 5, Hannah Cohn. Fires that one away. Named as vice-captain Cohn. Left-footed centre-back in her second season. Blackburn's Young Player of the Year in 2023-2024. Hannah Blake for Durham. Gets through some work, doesn't she? The proverbial mountain to climb, but Portsmouth, given what they achieved last year, will feel that anything's possible. Humphreys, you certainly feel they need the next goal in the game to have a chance of getting anything from this first fixture. More quality defending from Wilson, back for Shepherd. Into the final minute of a fairly free-flowing first half of football. Happel and Tolan. Humphreys mopping up. Does have good second-tier experience, loan at Bristol City last season. Nixon, great stop from Nixon, plays the pass and the effort with the left foot, just sliced it high with Emma Jones, but Nixon, the provider, fine work from her, cutting in from the right-hand side, and Emma Jones has come the closest for Portsmouth in this game. That was industrious from Nixon, trying to pick out the top corner there. Was Portsmouth's number 9, but it zooms over the bar. 3 minutes of added time. Signified by fourth official Christopher Meyer. Jones it was who clipped one top of the crossbar in the early stages when the score was still 0-0. And she'll feel she should at least have forced a save from Shepherd there after the terrific work by Nixon. Another player on debut. Prolific scorer Nixon for Rugby Borough in the 3rd tier. Stepping up a level. Well, they've done enough in the half to give them some crumbs of comfort going into the half-time team talk. Big one to come from Jay Sadler. Camped inside the Wildcats half for now, but they've lost the ball. Lambert gets forward well, doesn't she? Trying to pick out the perfect pass for score of the second. Spatmeyer chasing after that one, and what you want to see from your centre forward. Never giving up the ghost, trying to force the error. Dahu for Humphreys, and Jess Gray beaten twice, did make a good save for Spatmeyer when score was level. It's been a goal-filled first weekend of the WSL 2 season. Had a few one-sided matches. You wouldn't say this has been one-sided in terms of the overall play. Elsewhere, Newcastle 2 up at Forest, Charlton 0, Crystal Palace 0, and Birmingham 2-1 up against Bristol City, latest scores. This one, Durham are bossing it in terms of having scored the goals through Eden Spatmeyer, but Portsmouth will feel they've done enough to at least get the deficit back to 1, and maybe the goal will come here. No. Vigilant, Shepherd. Has it put a foot or a glove wrong so far? Spatmeyer has that goal under her belt already. Eade tries to win the ball. Excellent finish from her to make it 1-0. Second goal from Spatmeyer. There is the half-time whistle. So far, so good for the Durham women. Grace Eade with the opener. Quality piece of finishing. And then another bit of incisive attacking play for Spatmeyer after Eade's deadlock breaker. 2 good finishes, and Durham will be very happy with their first 45 minutes work. Ruthless when they needed to be. They've defended well. Portsmouth have had their moments, but they haven't found a way past Cat Shepherd. Half-time at Wesley Park in WSL 2. It's Portsmouth women 0, Durham 2. Well, it was the great escape last season for them. Can they escape with something from this game? They need at least 2 goals to do that. And the side who have the 2-0 advantage, hailing from Maiden Castle. They made the long journey down south to Wesley Park, and they've really produced some quality stuff so far. 2 well-taken goals. They might have had 1 or 2 more. Portsmouth did finish the first half strongly, trying to fix any technical issues Lucy Johnson to take this throw in. 9 appearances for Blackburn in the second half of last season, and they have got upfield in the early part of the second half. Their second season as a second-tier team. Announced their PGA Professional Game Academy in the summer as well of Portsmouth. Grace Eyre receiving some treatment, the Durham number 2, just going off the pitch. So they're temporarily down to 10. Academy product actually of Durham. Made a first team debut as far back as 2020. First goal in a win at Birmingham in the FA Cup. Hoping to have a good season. The early signs are very positive for the Wildcats. Gray. Trying to get some joy down the right side, but Foster is there to meet it for Durham. Look to extend their advantage. A third goal you'd think would put this one to bed and make sure they start with a maximum. Adam Furness, the head coach, assisted by George Anthony. They'll be very, very pleased with how things have gone so far. Jack Woodward talking you through the action. It's a nice afternoon for football at Wesley Park. They've got this game right where they want it, of Durham. Losing possession there though, in their own half. Go on girls is the cry from the sidelines as Portsmouth look to get one back. And Grace Eyre back on the pitch, seems to be fine. What they'll be absolutely determined to do is make sure they don't concede Durham, just don't give a little chink of light to Portsmouth. The home goal would definitely change the complexion of this contest. Remember, the top 2 to go up automatically with the expansion of the top flight of the WSL next season. The third place team will get in the playoffs, and Durham will feel, with their backstory, with their ability to compete towards the top. 4th place finish last season, that's well within their compass. Both clubs, we've talked about the new signings coming in, 2 debutants scoring today for Durham. But obviously, a lot of players have left the clubs as well. Here now come Portsmouth and Johnson with the ball into the danger zone. And Shepherd is able to gather the ball. But that was sterling work from Lucy Johnson for the home team. Sprinting down that left side, and Shepherd, when she's been required, she has been pretty unfostered in the Durham goal. The home fans were hopeful there. Five gone second half. Durham still 2-0 up at Wesley Park. Some big boots to fill really for Portsmouth when Hannah Horton, the keeper, title-winning captain, leaving, so Jess Gray stepping in as the number 1. Sophie Quirk, River Castley leaving as well. But Durham have had to deal with their own departures. Here they have an opportunity to make it 3, and that flashes across the face. Hannah Blake, who got an assist for Speckmeyer's second goal, going for glory herself there, and she wasn't a million miles away. Always just drifting wide. Gray may have had that one covered, but Blake has been prominent. Formerly of Perth Glory, much travelled player. For Shepherd, you feel might take something special to beat her. Wilson, that armband with pride, as she has done for a while now. Over 200 appearances for Durham women. Cone, the Gray, Humphreys, Wilson, gets it away well. Lambert, they've lost it though. Now here's Jessie Gale with the pass, but danger snuffed out by a well-drilled Durham rearguard. No changes from either boss at half-time. We did have an enforced change early in the first half for Portsmouth, bringing on Jessie Gale for Sophie Barker. Cone. Johnson. Her surge down the left was Portsmouth's best moment since the restart. Humphreys. It's a good raking ball that for Gale. Up against Air, good tussle that between those two. And it comes, just needed a touch really from Jones. It didn't get it, and all the way through for Kat Shepherd, whose positioning was perfect. It's been in Sporting Lisbon's Champions League squad, again against Real Madrid in the past as Shepherd. Seen a lot in her career so far. Hoping to keep plenty of clean sheets in this WSL2 season. Dahu loses out. Heppel, always looking to make something happen, isn't she? Beth Heppel for Durham. They've manoeuvred the ball neatly here. Blake. Good technical player. Tyler Tolan and Wilson for Blake. Patient passing football, good movement as well. Blake, lovely trickery. Can she get the shot away? She can. Blocked, and now Heppel takes up the play. Good spell this from the visitors. They scored 9 without reply in the 2 meetings last season. Already got 2 in this one, as that one goes harmlessly wide. Nothing came from that mini purple patch. If you've joined us late, both goals in the first half, both from debutants. Several new players on show in this one. Grace Eade with the first for Durham, and Mariana Speckmeyer with the second. Maz, the marksman, born in Miami. Did really well for the Washington Spirit. Played in Moscow and Iceland as well. Venezuela international, scored from close range after Eads opener. Jones has led the line tirelessly. Is she going to get a chance for Portsmouth, seeking a foothold back in the contest? Spackmeyer dropping deep. It's got options in the centre here. It's a reasonable reflection of what we've seen. The team in red with the upper hand. Got 11 wins from their 20 league games last term. 3 of the first 4 were maximums, including a 3-0 win here. They actually beat the eventual champions, London City Lionesses, 3-2. Were pushing for the title, but near lost to Sunderland. Went down to Birmingham, drew with Sheffield United. Did win their final game, 2-0 against Bristol City. And Blake scored in that one. In the win at Portsmouth last season, as did Bath Apple. And they look like they're going to be successful again, unless there's some response from their opponents. Second period yet to really get going. I suppose the onus is on the home side to really take this by the scruff of the neck. Good work in the build-up again. And the shot is scuffed rather, and through for Pat Shepherd again, who's had a few things to do as they came back out. It's the nearly story for the South Coast team thus far. South Coast versus the North East. Still have plenty of new players on the bench. Portsmouth with Annie Wilding waiting in the wings. Durham have the likes of Poppy Pritchard, who was a deadline day signing, nothing like one of those. Layla McFarland, who was actually announced earlier today. Abby Jones and Amber Stobbs, also hoping for their first appearances. Blake with Grace Eyre on the overlap. Grace Eyre now collects the ball. This is good from Durham, hoping to make it 3. Pressure applied, but Portsmouth win it back. Excellent tenacity there. But out comes, like a greyhound at the traps there, Cat Shepherd, propelling the ball to safety. Foster just hobbles back to her feet. It's a very important player for them. 23 appearances last season. She actually scored at Blackburn and Sheffield United. She certainly offers a threat going forward with a set-piece delivery as well. Michaela Foster, joined last September. Maybe some movement in the technical areas. Respective bosses Jay Sadler and Adam Furness perhaps contemplating freshening things up. I think Portsmouth particularly so, as they win themselves a set piece. So Durham just needs to organise it. I think there's going to be a yellow card here to be issued, and it's for the skipper. Wilson having a chat with referee Jade Wardle, with the bookings made. Got a few players forward here, they're queuing up on the edge of the penalty area. Past the hour mark, Portsmouth make the change.
Substitution for Pompey, leaving the field, number 42, Jemima Dahu.
Jemima Dahu departs. She's given her all. Former Blackburn player in her debut.
Number 8, Ava Rowbottom.
Well, a popular replacement, Ava Rowbottom, named joint vice-captain with Hannah Cohn, actually. Been at the club since 2020, on she comes. Regular goal scorer. Has she got one up her sleeve? Her first contribution will be to try and make a nuisance of herself as the free kick comes in. Clipped with menace, but a possible breakaway now for the red shirts. They managed to deal with that set-piece scenario. And Portsmouth conjure something here. Cohn spreading the play over to the right. Cohn again. Freeland. With Rowbottom taking up her place in the centre. Jones eager to get to the ball. But they are leading this game well, Durham. They've managed to absorb what's been thrown at them. They've countered well. And they do have that buffer of a 2-goal lead. Shepherd, the keeper, for sure has played her part. And they'll be enjoying it. The Durham fans who are watching this one in the library, sports bar, in the city centre, live screening. Great to have you company on our WSL2 YouTube channel as well. Portsmouth on the charge at Wesley Park. 2 down, but definitely not out of this one. Keep knocking at the door, they keep trying different avenues of attack. It's going to be a yellow card now. Well, Rowbottom's only just come on, showing that hunger and desire to get involved in influence proceedings, but influencing them in the wrong way on that occasion. Another booking issued by referee Wardle. Rowbottom, who became a semi-pro in 2023, Portsmouth, they're all professional now. Great feature at half-time with the Ipswich squad. Remember, we have highlights packages from these games as well. So a chance for Durham fans to enjoy the goals and just general supporters of women's football. Been a fantastic weekend of action so far. Continues here at Wesley Park with... It's been an exasperating day so far for fans of Pompey. Sure they'll be relishing taking on Southampton. Lost heavily in the first meeting, but Drew got an important point actually against them in the second one last season as part of their huge improvement towards the latter part of the campaign. It's getting a bit more scrappy and bitty, but Durham won't mind that. A few stoppages stops Portsmouth from getting into any sort of rhythm. Rowbottom is clearly desperate to make a positive impression, but hasn't been able to do so yet. Blake certainly would be a contender for a player of the match, and not bad. You're 2-0 up, you can bring on a raft of replacements. Do have a very strong squad. Poppy Pritchard to come on for Hannah Blake. Blake got an assist, might have had a goal in the second half. Pritchard is on. Speckmeyer, debutant scorer. Job done from her, and a very good job as well. Excellent positioning for the goal. Typical striker's goal, really. Layla McFarland is on. And Grace Eade, the other scorer of the first crucial moment that came, she's on as well. So we've got Abby Jones, Layla McFarland and Poppy Pritchard, all of whom are new signings. So a trio of recent acquisitions. Pritchard, 19 years old, on the season's loan from Manchester City. Layla McFarland was announced earlier, actually, her signing. Northern Ireland youth player, McFarland. His top flight experience as the shot comes in from outside the box. Portsmouth hoping to reduce the deficit to 2-1, but again, Shepherd is able to collect the ball. And the third change for Durham, Abby Jones, is an England youth international. She's been with Birmingham, Leicester, Villa's academy actually, as Abby. Before spending 4 years at uni in Connecticut, USA. So good quality subs coming on. Well, a third goal would ease any nerves, without a shadow of a doubt. In comes the effort, and good goalkeeping this time from Gray to keep it at 2-0. Go into the final quarter of the contest. They can't afford to concede a third. That was decent work from Durham and an effort from Poppy Pritchard, fresh off the bench. Shot on target. Good play by Molly Lambert in the build-up. Will it open up as we pass the midway point of the second half? Portsmouth up the other end, winning themselves a corner kick, and it's going to be taken by Lucy Johnson. From the Leicester youth player, she spent time in USA as well. She actually got a degree in criminology and criminal justice. Lucy Johnson. It's going to be a left-footed delivery from her. Queuing up in the centre. But they're able to deal with that one. But that was at least a chance for them to get into a dangerous area after the chance for Poppy Pritchard at the other end. Pritchard on a season's loan from Manchester City. Into the 70th minute at Wesley Park. Portsmouth women head-to-head with their Durham counterparts, and it's the latter, the away team, who remain 2-0 up. Both goals in the first half. Grace Eade with the first, Mariana Speckmeyer with the second, and both players have just been substituted. We have a watching brief for the remainder. Portsmouth take on Bristol City away next, then Sheffield United at Fratton Park in a couple of weeks. Chance for them to play in a bigger stadium. But Durham hitting the ground running here. Looking for a third. Jones has just come on. They've got that freshness about them, the substitutes. Also the enthusiasm of trying to make a mark in their first appearances for the club. triple sub made. They're buzzing around there, playing with a real cohesion and fluency. Portsmouth haven't tested Shepherd too much. But you could argue that West Gray hasn't really had to make many saves, certainly in the second half. Here they come again. The red shirts with Lambert. In it comes low, looking for number 3. Portsmouth on the back foot. Hanging on there, but they need to find a way of getting into the other half of the pitch. Portsmouth with Jesse Gale galloping up that left side. They've come up against a very well-organised, determined, focused defensive unit. It's been a thorough, efficient away display from the team in red. Away by Shepherd. '73rd minute. Durham on the charge. They attacked with vibrancy, with energy. Beth Heppel to take this left wing corner. That was a good attack from the away side. Heppel, longest serving player, just signed a well-deserved new contract, 6 goals last season. And in it comes from that left side, this corner kick. Good options in the penalty area. Heppel gets it towards that back post, just too much on it though. So many good moments in a Durham shirt for Bath, not necessarily on that occasion. But Gray made a good save in the first half to thwart Speckmeyer, but soon after that, Grayseed found a way past her, and Speckmeyer did get her goal. Oh, and she's not able to control this one, but she would have liked. She's just about recovered the situation. That was almost an embarrassing moment, but she atoned for the error to foil Poppy Pritchard, who's been sharp as a tack since coming on. Definitely making her claim for a start in the next game. Pritchard. And now it's Abby Jones, fellow sub, trying to get on the end of that cross. Just over a quarter of an hour to go at Wesley Park. Durham closing in on an opening Sunday victory. Johnson. Nixon competing for that ball as well. Nixon. Birmingham 4-1 up on Bristol City, banging the goals and just denied, weren't they? Promotion last season by London City Lionesses. Charlton have the edge in the London derby with Palace 1-0 up, and Forest getting one back, newly promoted Forest. They're still 2-1 down to Newcastle. Is there a way back here for Portsmouth? Building from the back. Clear chances for them at something of a premium. Foster, cultured, educated left boot, gets that ball away. Such good role models for the girls who've come along to watch this game, both on a club level and, of course, internationally, with the Lionesses. Stunning performance in the Euros. It's been a really good build-up to this weekend of WSL football. Lots of twists and turns to come between now and the end of the season in May. Will Durham be in the shake-up, I wonder? One of those top 2 spots which would earn automatic promotion to the expanded top flight. Third place would go into a playoff against a top flight team, so lots to look forward to. Portsmouth, well, remember, they didn't take anything from their first 7 games last season, so anything from those first 7 would be a bonus, something to build on. But having had that momentum, having had such a good end to the campaign to secure their safety, they were hoping for opening day joy that Durham haven't really given them much of a sniff. A disciplined display from Durham, with 2 golden moments, both before the break. They carried greater threat on the left with Johnson and Gale of Portsmouth when they have managed to forage upfield. Good little sequence there from the visitors, but Pompey roaring back at them. Is it going to be a shutout from Durham? Well, they conceded a free kick here. Disappointment from the home faithful with that challenge. And I don't know if she's going to take any action here against Layla McFarland. And we do have a booking for Warren Briggs. So there have been a few yellows issued by Jade Wardle in the second half. Hasn't been a nasty game, just fully committed teams. And pride for the shirt, representing their club. Looks like Durham are going to come out on top, unless Portsmouth, who are quite capable of delivering in adversities, as we saw at the back end of last season. If they were to score now, it might make for a nerve-jangling finale for their opposition. Jones, Grace Eyre. It was their fellow Grace Eade who was celebrating the opening goal, and they haven't really looked back from there. They got a second through Speckmeyer, and they've produced a steady, convincing showing since that. Johnson grappling for supremacy with the backtracking Jones. Johnson gets her team a free kick. Final 10 minutes plus stoppages of action at Wesley Park. Barclays Women's Super League 2. Portsmouth 0, Durham 2. Humphreys. Lambert hoping to spark a counter. Humphreys again. Right idea, just slightly wrong execution. Appreciated the intent from Nixon. And both bosses have made the changes. Portsmouth brought on Gale early, it was an enforced one. And Rowbottom in the second half, but the triple switch from Durham in the second with Poppy, Pritchard, Lely McFarland and Abby Jones coming on has given them a little burst of energy. Greta Humphreys getting the medical assistance. She's actually had 2 loans last season, did Greta. Bristol City in the first half and Charlton in the second. Joined from Chelsea. First pro contract at 18 after being with Spurs Youth. She's 20 years young. Signed for 1 year with an option of an additional 12 months. And will she be able to continue here? That's Adam Furness, will be the happier head coach, with some words of wisdom imparted. Well, it's some trek back to the northeast, but it'll be a happy coach if the scoreline remains like this. And that Guttridge, the Durham physio and the Portsmouth medical team having to try and work their magic on Humphreys, who at least is back onto her feet. Ollie Reeves in the south doing their work. Humphreys is going off. Annie Wilding enters the fray. Does Izzy Collins, so Nixon and Humphreys off. Annie Wilding and Izzy Collins onto the pitch. Can they make a difference? Collins joined start of the 2022-2023 season. Wilding, the new signing from Sheffield United. Everton youth. Certainly a versatile player, Wilding. But it's Durham on the attack. Haven't been able to add to their 2 goals in the second half yet. Michaela Foster on dead ball duty once again. Looking to create something here with that trusty left foot. Foster fizzes one in. It's a really good ball. Looping header, just had too much on it. But Foster, always a threat. Driving that ball in from the right side. That would have been the match clincher. McFarland. They play with an element of control. It's been an object lesson really on how to protect a 2-0 lead while still focusing on trying to get a 3rd goal, but having that calmness about them. Portsmouth has strained every sinew, given maximum commitment, but just haven't had the quality that Durham have shown. Portsmouth physio's back on, busy at the moment. The team, behind the team. Reminding you of those latest scores from elsewhere. Birmingham 5-1 up on Bristol City, Charlton 1, Palace 0, Forest 1, Newcastle 2, all of those games towards the closing stages. Here Durham 2-0 up on Portsmouth. And Pompey's Tia Primer getting some help there. 21-year-old formerly of Reading's Academy. Actually made a WSL debut in 2021. Played for Blackburn against Portsmouth on final day, but now a Portsmouth player, but trying to get off the pitch there. Durham chasing a third. Space now for Abby Jones to exploit one of the substitutes, but over goes Hannah Cohn powerfully to meet her. Good defending there. They would have taken some plus points. Going into the rest of the campaign if they are to fall short here. Primer's back on. We've got Gale in the middle. Could this be the moment for Portsmouth to strike, perhaps? No is the answer to that question. Jones steers one. Looks a good ball as well. Pritchard's been excellent since coming on. Looking to wriggle away from Izzy Collins. Gray is out to collect. 2 minutes to go plus stoppage time down on the south coast. Portsmouth need 2 goals. Wilson shepherding the ball and then getting it away. Very close to overseeing another clean sheet, the captain. Jones, followed by Johnson, but Jones finding Wilson. Shepherd closing in on a debut clean sheet. Felt they should have had a decision there, Durham, not given by the ref. Energy now is the cry from the sidelines. Probably around about 5 minutes left of playing time. Unless there's some serious drama in the dying embers of this contest, it's Durham who are going to start with an opening win. Papple distributes smartly. Lambert and Jones plays the pass. Grace Air chasing that one. Could have another stop. Well, be interesting to see. It could be 4 or 5 minutes of added time here. But even the eternal optimists would perhaps struggle to make a case for Portsmouth scoring twice, but stranger things have happened. But there is 5 minutes of added time, and we're into the first minute of that. So barring stoppage time disaster, Durham set fair for the win. Hacked away rather by Wilson that time. Papple trying to pick out Pritchard, who's been the perfect sub late in the day. That's what you want. Marauding around, scampering and scuttling, trying to put Portsmouth onto the back foot. that have dreamt of getting off the mark straight away last night. Well, the Durham players, that's what they're going to do. Happel has been a typical self. And a good collective overall display from the away team. Away by Rowbottom. Toland has just gone about her business in unassuming fashion. They just haven't given Portsmouth a route back into it. Second goal was vital, really. Speckmeyer adding to Eade's opener. This is better from Portsmouth. Well, they're claiming a penalty there. Nothing doing from referee Jade Wardle. Gale, who's picked up a position down the right after the subs, trying to make her mark. She's definitely been a plus point for Portsmouth this afternoon. Jessie Gale, who came on for a debut early in the game for the injured Sophie Barker. She's threatened down the left and there down the right-hand side, taking a tumble in the box, but no foul, said the referee. Freeland forward, but Shepherd will be very content with her afternoon's work between the posts for Durham women. Good distance on that clearance. Freeland. Johnson competes with Lambert. Free kick Durham. Just got to close out this last couple of minutes to get where they want to be. Definitely an exciting deadline day with Poppy Pritchard joining, and she's made a highly promising debut. Real good cameo from her. Had a chance to make it 3 and has tormented the Portsmouth back line. Wilson. And Grace Eyre. Abby Jones tries to get there. If Portsmouth could get a goal, it would just be a consolation now into the final minute of the 5 added. Combe. They're not giving up the ghost though, they've kept working hard. In no means have been outplayed. I feel they can still have a good campaign. The home fans baying for a free kick. They are going to get one. Challenge on Jessie Gale. Lucy Johnson will have the responsibility, or possibly Freeland, but you'd think it would be Johnson with a left boot here. Could be the final meaningful action of this game. And it comes then. Shepherd's out. Oohs and ahs from the home faithful, desperate for the ball to go in. But there's the final whistle. Job done by Durham. They were clinical and ruthless when they needed to be in the first half, and they get off to an opening weekend victory. Grace Eade with the opener, soon followed by Mariana Speckmeyer. Big things expected from her, and she scored a debut goal along with Eade. There were no further goals in the second half. A wave of substitutes, several new signings making their mark. Durham, who finished 4th last season, The early signs are very encouraging from them. That was disciplined, efficient and controlled from the team in red. Portsmouth falling short. They gave it everything. They huffed and they puffed. They tried to find ways through. They had the odd opportunity, but they couldn't find a way past Cat Shepherd in the Durham goal, who starts with a clean sheet. Big game still to come. Of course, it's a marathon season, but it's Durham who are off the mark with a very impressive victory. They really were the picture of efficiency. In many ways, it was your classic away display. They got the 2 goals when they needed them. They defended well. They didn't rest on those laurels. They pushed for a 3rd goal, but they were happy with the 2 before the break. And they beat Portsmouth by 2-0 at Wesley Park. Disappointment for the home side. They came up against a very well-organised unit in this one, though, as it finishes in WSL 2 on the South Coast. Portsmouth women 0, Durham women 2.